So that was the carol singers. In the end, I was pushed into political confrontation, you know. I picked up a load of mince pies and started chucking them at the local school children doing their nativity play. I said, "How dare you be so intolerant as to not postpone Christmas celebrations in order to have an Islamic festival," which was happening at the same time, mate, as that other school in the paper did. "They're champions of diversity and you're not, mate!"
The sheer evil looks on the faces of all those parents and teachers when I was standing up for the rights of everybody else but them was an absolute picture.
So much so that the commemorative Polaroid of the event shall now be put up outside the constituency office for everybody to admire and enjoy. And on Christmas Day, I sat in my house with a complete stony look on my face, tut-tutting at all the festive programmes on the television. You see, that's proof enough that the BBC isn't a so-called loony-left communist organisation after all, mate, particularly when Songs of Praise came on. Oh, yes, mate. Lucky I cooked a Christmas dinner for the specific purpose of throwing at the television set. My protests are not to be taken lightly. And to top off my great moral Winterval 25th of December crusade, I went down to the local community place for Muslims and said it was I, your social and moral benefactor from New Labour. I want you to induct me into your ranks for a day, mate, in protest at these Christian bastards who are crushing us all and driving us all totally and completely insane. Well, I mean, I am, which just proves it. And they got all truculent. A concept alien to people in Labour. They said, "We can't make you an honorary Muslim for a day complete with uniform. Just what do you think this is? This is a religious vocation. You've got to dedicate your entire life to the Islamic cause." To which I said, yes, I completely understand that. But I want to devote my life to Islam on a purely day-by-day appraisal basis, revising my attitudes and changing my mind every few hours to match any new exciting developments, just as I'm used to in Labour. No wonder we're the government. And the looks on their faces as they shouted at me and ejected me from the madrasa. Well, I just couldn't believe the intolerance. I thought that sort of thing existed only in fiction, between the pages of the Daily Express, mate. But still, that's what being forced to live through Christmas can do to anybody who's sane. Later on, I spent another stony-faced Boxing Day just to consolidate the gains already made the previous day. And now the ordeal is finally over. And so to mark that, I had a massive bonfire of all of the presents given to me over the years. And I also incinerated the decorations. And I rang my family up and told them, no. You're not to think of me at Christmas time.
Even though when I said that to them last year and got no presents as a consequence, I shouted and ranted at them for being so unthinking and selfish.
I said, yes, it's all going on a massive pyre as a symbolic reaction against the Christo-fascist imperialism your reactionary gits think is so good, mate. But when I realised that one of the presents I chucked in the fire was a signed original photo of Lenin, I cried and cried and cried. The cruel tricks life can play on a top quality left-wing personage. I don't believe it. And to add insult to injury, I forgot the most fundamental rule in holding a successful pyre.
You've got to do it outside the house rather than inside.
So I've only got 2 taxpayer-funded luxury mansions to live in now. Even I'm on the breadline when the credit crunch claims its next victim. And it's not even anything to do with our pater. And so now that I'm in this impoverished state, mate, I ask you to indulge your Christian spirit. Let's see you put your money where your mouth is and help somebody disadvantaged from new labour. What you've got to do is to dig deep into your huge taxpayer pockets and give to Jonathan Liftwinger so that I may have somewhere to live in Hampshire again. And if you don't do it, then that just proves what a bunch of hypocritical oafs you are. That's gratitude for you. Vote Labour! Every single Christmas he does this to himself. He had 4 luxury mansions last year. And if only they'd abolish Christmas like many of us in the left actually want, then I wouldn't have to go through this annual heartache and house loss. Oh, if only I was privileged like all those Tory snobs I hate so much. Let's just end this documentary. It's far too painful. Why does everything have to happen to me? I'm not to blame for anything, you know, as my record proves.